Salve a tutti, ci troviamo al Gamescom di Colonia, siamo qui adesso per fare una intervista riguardante la modalità single player, quindi la storia di Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Let's meet our guests.
How are you? My name's Brian Bloom. I play the player character, Captain Nick Reyes, and I'm also a writer on the game.
And I'm Taylor Kurosaki. I'm narrative director at Infinity Ward.
Allora, come prima domanda che chiediamo, chiederemo appunto da dove è nata la storia, l'idea della modalità single player di Call of Duty Infinite Warfare che, come sappiamo, si è mossa nello spazio. Where did Sparkle begin in the story of Call of Duty Infinite Warfare?
We really wanted to tell the story of leadership. We wanted to tell the story of a seasoned veteran, an operator, a tier one, a proficient, a man about in the theater of war, and his sort of ascension from a squad leader to the leader and the commander of an entire carrier. And unfortunately, this has been the events of the story that kick off our story take place in such a way that it's been a terrible attack on Earth, and the commander of the carrier Retribution is killed in the attack, and so Lieutenant Nick Reyes, who is the highest ranking officer aboard the ship, is thrust into the role of commander, captain of the ship, and he must lead his men and lead his vessel and direct it and pilot it in such a way that he has a chance at staving off this terrible invasion and protecting Earth.
Thanks. Adesso chiederemo appunto invece cosa significa vivere nei panni di un protagonista di un gioco così atteso dal pubblico. How does it work to be the main character of this game, of this huge game?
It's an incredible opportunity playing our player character, Captain Nick Reyes. But one thing we like to always keep in mind is that people who play our single-player campaign are the main character as well. You're jumping into the skin, into the boots of this man on a very tragic day in Earth's future history. So as we created this story and created this character, we always like to keep in mind every day as we're doing it that it's designed for you, our audience, our players to experience. So part of it is about me playing the role and writing the role and creating the role with Taylor and the team. But the most important high-level aspect of that is that it's designed for our players to become this person and to have this immersive experience. We're telling a story about leadership, and usually in Call of Duty, you play more of a grunt, a new guy. In our game, you are not a grunt, you are not a new guy. You are a seasoned lieutenant, officer, operator, tier one warrior who is field promoted to be the commander, the title of captain. And that's also an exciting opportunity. That gives the player a chance to be an important person, a crucial person, a critical person in this, again, tragic day on Earth as this war breaks out.
Thanks. Thank you very much. Proseguiamo appunto, abbiamo sentito che oltre all'asteroide di Asteroid avremo altre location e scopriamo insieme quali altre location ci saranno. There will be other locations other than the asteroids that we've seen on the trailer of today?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see, what have we shown so far of the game? We've shown that some of the missions take place on Earth in Geneva. Geneva, Switzerland is our location for the headquarters of the United Nations Alliance that is a gathering of nations with the sole purpose of cooperation with the exploration of space and the retrieval of materials and minerals from space that will help Earth survive in our story. So all of the events of our story take place in our solar system. It is really a human conflict. It is a conflict over resources and the control of those resources, like many wars have been over, and and really nothing less than the future stake of our survival depends on Reyes and his crew as they seek to save us. So you'll be seeing lots of very exotic locations that are in our solar system. Beyond that, you have these arenas, these jackal dogfighting arenas, where you engage enemy fighter craft that are in orbit around various planets, and you will assault other enemy warships that maybe have some secret enemy weaponry aboard, or will be the site of leadership meetings of enemy leaders. And you can, if you can take them out, you really do help the war effort and the efforts to save Earth.
Thank you. Andiamo avanti scoprendo invece come funzionerà questa volta l'exosuit. Abbiamo già visto negli altri titoli l'armatura che compone l'equipaggiamento dei soldati. Come sarà questa volta in questo titolo? This time in this Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, how does it work, the exosuit or similar?
We don't have exosuits per se. Your equipment is designed specifically to aid in your survival in this very, very harsh environment. One of the things that we try to do as storytellers is provide incredible pressures on our characters and see how they respond to those pressures. And war is in general a very, very, very big pressure. But what we have in Infinite Warfare is beyond the backdrop of war. We also have the environment itself as is foreboding and dangerous, and is in a lot of cases actively sort of trying to kill you. And so Reyes and his comrades, their equipment is designed to help them survive these harsh conditions. And so what we feature is we have things such as a RCS thruster boost pack, and that allows you to navigate in 0G. You have a grapple hook, and that grapple hook is a means by which you can quickly move from one bit of cover to the next piece of cover, to strategically move around in a 0G environment, outflank enemies, outsmart enemies, and take command over the war zone. Those are the kinds of things that you have at your sort of disposal. But ultimately, the environment is often very, very harsh. In the demo that we're showing here today, you have the added extra element of being on the surface of an asteroid that's rotating out of control, 1 minute day and night cycle, as it is in a very, very close orbit to the sun. And so when you're in the shade, it could be minus 200 degrees. When you're in the sun, it can be plus 900 degrees. So not only do you have to take cover from enemies in front of you, you have to take cover from the sun too. If you stay out in the day, even your equipment that you have that's purpose designed to keep you alive cannot protect you from these elements.
Thank you very much. Chiudiamo con un'ultima domanda relativa sempre alla modalità storia. Stavolta però abbiamo visto come in alcuni titoli sarà presente la modalità cooperativa nella storia. Scopriamo se anche questa volta sarà presente. This time in this single player mode, there will be the co-op mode for 2 players, local or multiplayer or online.
Particular stories where you're talking about a squad and you are all equal members of a squad, maybe a co-op sort of a scenario helps support that theme. But in our particular game, you are playing as the head of this carrier. You are playing as the commanding officer of this carrier. And so there is only one leader. There is only one captain. And so co-op mode for campaign doesn't really support the theme of our burden of leadership that Commander Nick Reyes has to bear. He has to shoulder that burden and make some tough decisions, and really has to continue to realize that the mission is the thing that comes first, and sometimes that means making very tough choices and making sacrifices.
Thank you very much. Chiudiamo qui la nostra intervista, salutiamo i nostri ospiti, we say hi to our guest. Il pubblico di Game Legend naturalmente vedrà questa intervista. Our fans are really appreciate this title, they are waiting for it. Bene, ci vediamo sempre sul nostro canale YouTube, potrete seguirci tranquillamente sui nostri canali. Salutiamo i nostri ospiti. Say hi to our fans.
Happy to. Hey guys, thanks for joining us. Let's gear up and get evil for Infinite Warfare.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.